Have you heard?
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 Are you financially hungry? Save the date, February 20th, 2021. We're hosting a free financial empowerment seminar. We're going to teach you how to get your piece of the money pie.
¿Has oído?
¿Has oído?
Hosted by Roberts Target's Financials.
It's the queen from Queens with the money when it matters for you and I. It's the queen from Queens with the money.
It's the queen from Queens with money minutes matters for you and I. Hey guys, this is your girl Paula, the queen from Queens. These are money minutes that matter. It's a talk show where you call me with financial questions and I'll give you financial answers. On this show, you and we become accountability buddies. We're accountable to each other. We'll walk hand in hand from being in debt to being debt-free, to optimizing and maximizing your financial future, and then to optimizing your health. As you know, I'm a nurse anesthetist, so I bring it all to you in one big session. On this show today, we're going to talk about everything. The last time we met, someone asked about cryptocurrency, and I said I didn't know much about it, and that I'm not recommending anyone purchase any individual stocks. You know me. I always say, invest only what you can afford to lose. This week's show, someone's going to teach me what cryptocurrency is and what's the best way to utilize it. So on this show, we're talking about things that affect our family, and it's Christmas time. I love this time of year. This is different, right? But we still have things to look forward to. Although we've had massive unemployment in our nation that we haven't seen for decades. We have people who are hungry. My husband goes out there every Saturday. He serves 500, 700 to 1,000 boxes that feeds a family of 4 for an entire week. We've been doing this since May as a part of my church's Giving Back program. We're not just this one location. There are 4 locations across 2 counties. People need what we have to benefit and give them. We're blessed to be blessings to other people. That's what my favorite book says. So Christmas is a time not just to think about what can I get, what can I give, what will my children think. We need to take time now and be thankful for where we are, for who we are, and the things that we can appreciate for tomorrow. At this point, there are almost 3,000 Americans dying a day from COVID-19. We have 150,000 Americans at a minimum testing positive every day. We have millions of Americans that are positive, and it's affecting them, their ability to work, their ability to feed their family. This is real. So as a Christian, Christ is in my season, and I have a lot to look forward to. I am thankful that I'm healthy, my family's healthy. I'm also thankful that the vaccine is here, that we have something to look forward to, that maybe this time next year, we can be looking in the rearview mirror at what COVID did to our nation and to our world. So on this show, you and I are doing this together.
It's the queen from Queens with the money when it matters for you and I.
We have Amanda from Miami on the line. Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Miss Paula. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I am great. Today I'm reaching out to you because I have a few financial questions. I came across your YouTube channel and decided it would be a good idea to reach out to you.
Okay.
So in May, I am graduating from college, and of course I'm going to begin my career shortly after that. And I'm going to start to begin to earn kind of like real life money, going to make my first real salary. So I'm reaching out to see what are some responsible ways to distribute that money, or to just responsibly just like kind of manage my first earned salary.
Wow, that is amazing. I love what you're thinking. So how can you responsibly manage your money? So tell me, what are you graduating in?
So I am graduating, and my degree is going to be in elementary education.
Okay. Congratulations. That's amazing. Are there any teachers in your family?
One of my mother's cousins is a teacher, but we don't speak much about like teaching stuff, so this is kind of like new to me.
Okay. So how much of this real salary will you be making? What's going to be your salary approximately?
So starting out, a new first-year teacher will make roughly between $55,000 and $60,000.
Whoa! You're going to be rich.
I hope so.
Okay, so I love that. So tell me, do you have any debt?
The debt that I do have is from student loans. So yes, I will be in debt.
You know, if you've heard my show, how much I hate student loan debt. We have a national crisis of $1.7 trillion. So how much student loan debt do you have?
I will be under $50,000 in student loan debt.
Under $50,000. Amanda, do you have any other debt? Credit card debt, car loan debt? What else do you have?
I don't think I have any other debt. I mean, I pay a lease on my car, but I pay that monthly, and then once I'm done with that car, I'll be done with it. So I'm pretty sure just only the student loan debt is all that I have.
And how much is that lease vehicle per month, Amanda?
Oh, it is $500 per month.
How can you afford that?
I work and I save my money and I make sure that I have it every month.
Okay. Well, Amanda, I'm still excited for you. I'm really excited for you. And let me tell you why. I think education is a very noteworthy profession. We need people in our education department who are going to take care of our children. So I'm very proud of you. Congratulations. And how old are you, Amanda?
I'm 22.
You're 22. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I don't like student loan debt. Student loan debt is a beast. Now, are these federal or private loans?
These are through the government, so they're federal.
They're federal loans. Okay. And a lease vehicle, I hate even more because leasing a vehicle is like renting an apartment. You never get to own it. It looks good, but when you turn it back in, there's always something. There's a few scratches, there's some rust underneath. There's something that requires them to get more money out of you. I'd rather you take that $500 a month times 12 months, which is $6,000, and buy a good used car for $6,000.
I said, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I bought both my daughter's cars off Craigslist. I'm not saying go to Craigslist. You can go anywhere you want. But I bought both of their cars less than $6,000, but both of them, I paid it in cash. And they have these cars, they've had them for years. They go to and from school with no problem. My one daughter drove her car to Arizona this past summer. So I don't like lease cars either. But what can we do with you managing your money? First, I got to tell you, you've got to get out of student loan debt. If you don't get out of student loan debt, the amount of interest you're going to pay per month is going to kill you. You're going to pay a lot more interest, and it's designed for you to pay it over 20 years. Do you have a term for your student loan debt yet?
Not yet. They don't provide any of that until you're 100% out of school, so graduated.
Okay. Are you accruing any interest at this point?
Yes, I am. I'm not sure on the exact number, but the loans do have interest on them.
Yeah, they do. And you're accruing interest. So if you borrow $50,000, you may be paying a couple of $100s per month in interest. So if you look at the amount you're paying in interest, it far as outweighs the benefit of your having these for long periods of time. So let me encourage you, first and foremost, pay those off within the next 2 to 3 years. Aggressively attack it. If you pay $500 a month to $1,000 a month within 3-4 years max, you can get that all paid off. Now, do you currently live at home? Are you living on your own? What are you doing?
Yes, I live with my mom. So I've actually lived at home throughout the whole duration of college to save money and not be in as much of debt.
Okay. Well, if you and mom can come to an agreement and you can remain there and pay off your student loan debt, at 25 years of age, you'll be in a position where you're making $60,000 a year, and then you can take this money and sky's the limit. So let me talk to you about Roth IRAs. A Roth IRA is post-tax dollars. You can put in up to $6,000 a year tax-free. If you put in $6,000 a year for the next 20 years, you'll have a couple of $1 million when you're ready to retire. So what I'm going to encourage you to do, one thing is I want you to go on my website, www.robertstargetfinancials.com, download my budget sheet. On that budget sheet, I want you to map out your budget. What are your monthly living expenses? What are your monthly travel expenses? What are your expenses for food and other maintenance? As well as you got to put that lease vehicle in your budget, as well as your student loan debt.
Okay.
So that's what I would do first. I would really get a really good budget and map out how your future looks for the next 3 to 5 years. If in 3 years you're moving out of your parents' home, in 3 years you're having this amount of money saved after paying off your debt, I think that's the way to go.
Okay.
Okay? Well, thank you for calling into my show.
Thank you so much for the advice. I will definitely download that budget sheet and get started on that.
Good. You have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye. We have Crypto B from Towson, Delaware on the line. Hi, Crypto B.
Hello, Paula. How are you doing this Friday afternoon?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great.
What's up? What can I do for you today?
Yes, Paula. In one of your shows, there was an individual that had some interest in the crypto world. We call it cryptocurrency.
Okay, so you're going to give us a lesson on cryptocurrency?
Yes, I am, Paula.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, so Paula, first of all, cryptocurrency is a digital asset. In this community today, there is quite a bit of platforms and digital assets that are flowing throughout the world today. You have Square, you have PayPal, you have Chime, and so many other ways that you do it. Zelle. These are nothing but digital movements of money. And the cryptocurrency are the coins that are used on platforms that move this monies from one area to another. Now, I will be sending you a video for you to share with your listeners so they can have more information on this. And with the currency, Paula, comes what we call blockchain. And blockchain is a decentralized way that records are kept on platforms as the way transactions are performed.
Okay.
Okay?
Now tell me, Miss Crypto B, what makes you an expert on digital currencies?
Now, I wouldn't say I'm an expert. Now, I have been dealing with the cryptocurrency for about 2.5 years. I am a healthcare worker by trade, as well as a professional tax preparer by trade also. And I stumbled across the cryptocurrency in 2018 when I attended an Internal Revenue Service course in Atlanta, Georgia on cryptocurrency. So I came back to my office and I researched and I researched and I researched, and I found out that this is a way that anybody can take a small amount of money and you can become a millionaire just off a small amount of money.
Okay, you're piquing my interest. So you're a healthcare worker and you're a tax preparer and you were at an IRS seminar in 2018 and then you got into the digital currency world?
That is correct.
So on my platform, I don't necessarily discuss investments because I am not an investor. I'm a personal investor, but I don't invest people's money. And I also encourage everyone to do their research. I don't take anything at face value. Because it works well for one individual, it may not work well for another. There are more than 7,000 digital currencies. How do you know which one is lucrative? How do you know? I mean, Bitcoin right now is going for more than $19,000. When I purchased Bitcoin in 2017, I purchased it for maybe $1,000 a share. It went up 100%. Then we got out of the market. I don't have any regrets, but it's not something that I do. So how well are you doing in this market, if you care to share? How much did you invest initially?
I am doing very well in the market, Paula, and I am just sitting on my nest egg right now waiting. It's just like the stock market. Mm-hmm. The stock market deals with all of our, how would I say, goods and things that's on the stock market, on the New York Stock Exchange, but the digital currency is on its own stock market. It's in the digital world. Now, you don't have to be a great investor to invest in the digital market, cryptocurrency. Now, let me just back up a little bit. In 2008, Paula, if anyone had $100 in 2008, okay, Bitcoin was 0.003 cents, less than a penny, Paula. In 2017, when Bitcoin went up per coin, $19,981, the exact date, December 17th, 2017. That individual in 2008 that invested $100 in 2008, 9 years later, they sat there and they waited. They would have walked away, Paula, with $666,033,333. Now, that same individual who said, okay, they did not get into it in 2008, but they wanted to jump in 2009. With that same $100, Bitcoin went up to 2 cents, 2 pennies. They would have bought 5,000 shares of Bitcoin. The same date, 2017, December 17th, they would have walked away with $81 million.
Okay.
That's off of $100.
Crypto B.
$25.
Crypto B. You're talking like a salesman. You're talking like a salesman, right? So you're not selling to me because I'm not buying.
You don't have to be rich to invest in
Okay.
this.
So let's talk numbers. How much money did you invest initially? A rough estimate.
Initially, Paula, I put in $100.
$100. And how much
$100
in 2018?
On Bitcoin and about that time, 2018. And I said, let me just test it. That's my initial investment.
Okay.
But I have way more in that now because I have additional coins and I'm on different platforms. And within a week, Paula, I was able to pull out $30 because I tested it. Now, I can say in anybody's bank, no one is going to put in $100 and then within a week pull out $30. Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
Pull out $30? I don't understand. That's still your money.
I tested Bitcoin to see was it really something that was truthful at the time that I got in. So I dropped in $100. And within 2 weeks, I had a gain of $30.
Oh, okay. That's what you're saying. So you gained $30 within 2 weeks.
Put $100 in anybody's bank, not in this United States, any state.
Absolutely not.
And pull out $30 within a 2 week period.
Absolutely not. I agree with you.
Okay.
I agree with you. And again, this is not something that I do. And as I tell anyone who invests in anything, especially any individual stock, they have to be in a position to lose every dollar of it. If you're going to invest,
it has to be money that you are willing to lose. It cannot. I tell people, please do not put your rent money. Please do not put your car note. Please do not put your mortgage money. Please do not put your gas money. Let it be something that you set aside. Okay, feel like I want a new pocketbook, but I'm going to sacrifice my pocketbook for $100 this week or $100 this month.
I agree with you. And again, I'm not saying that I agree with you, anyone in purchasing cryptocurrency, because I'm not in this position where I'm knowledgeable about cryptocurrencies. But what I am saying, if you choose to invest in any individual stock, you have to be mindful and know that you can potentially lose everything that you put in there.
Exactly, and that's why I tell people that I talk to, you have to read. It's just like me in the healthcare field and nursing. I'm constantly reading about nursing, you know, and with you in the investment, you're constantly reading about investment. Whatever you are interested in, it only makes you better as you read more and more.
I
And
agree
that's
with
my
you.
opinion about it. You have to read up on it and just read and read and read, because a lot of this is going to be like self-knowledge. You know, the more you read, the more you're going to learn about it.
Well, if you're telling me that you gained almost 60% within a month's time of cryptocurrency, then I salute you. And again, if anyone chooses to go along this avenue, I encourage you, like Miss Crypto B, to read, get the knowledge you can, and then I'll post that YouTube video that you're sending to me. I'll post it on my YouTube site so people will have that available to them, okay?
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, Crypto B. You have an incredible day, okay? As promised, we're going to tackle Susie Orman's The Ultimate Retirement Guide for 50 Plus. I read this book a couple of months ago. Love this book. As a matter of fact, I've given it out to a number of my best friends as Christmas gifts. Shh, don't tell them. But this is important. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. I didn't create strategies in terms of managing your money. Susie's been around for decades. I've been watching Susie probably since I was in high school when she would come on late night TV. Absolutely love her stuff. And she talks realistically. She's not in judgment. She doesn't say at 50-year-old you should have $500,000 in your retirement. She doesn't say at 60 years old you should have $1 million in your retirement. No, she says focus on where you are and make a plan for tomorrow. Just like in Money Minutes That Matters, we talk about moving from being in debt to being debt-free to optimizing your financial future. This is how we get it done. We get it done by information. So let's read this book. Chapter 1, The Ultimate Retirement Starts Here. Most companies stopped offering pension plans long ago. Today, it's only common for public sector workers to have a pension. And even those who are fortunate enough to have a pension fear that it will be underfunded. Most people have had to fund their own retirements by saving their money in 401ks and IRAs. Now, they must make decisions about how to manage the money that they have saved, including me. My company stopped contributing to our pension plan back in 2009. The money that's in there, although I'm thankful, the money that's in there could probably sustain me for 3 to 5 years. So imagine if I retire at 65, not going till I'm 70. If I retire at 65, the money that's in there won't allow me to live if I live until I'm 90 years old. So how do I prepare for my future? I have to think about being in a position to fund my retirement as well as refund my healthcare needs. So she continues on to say, I'm calling on all warriors. The most valuable asset you own at this stage of your life is your spirit. It's not your retirement money. It's not the equity in your home, but attitudes and energies you bring to the job of planning for your future. Then she says, and I love this, the only way to conquer fear is through action. Faith conquers fear. Let's get this done, guys. We're going to retire at some point. Who gets to make the decisions on how we retire? My husband and I, our goal is not to burden our children. It's not to leave our children some big fat inheritance. Our goal is to ensure that we're not a burden to them. So we need to prepare for our financial futures. Susie Orman's going to help us get there. Let's get back to the show.
It's the Queen from Queens with the Money Minute Matters.
We have Kitty from Virginia on the line. Hi, Kitty.
Hi, Paula.
How are you?
I'm doing good. And yourself?
I'm good. What can I do for you today?
Well, today I just wanted to call in to let you know that I've been listening to your podcasts and I've been following some of the books that you have read, reading it electronically, and you have been an inspiration. I believe we met almost a year ago.
Okay.
And you gave some good advice. But I think I wasn't ready then.
Okay, that's fair.
And now I'm ready. I'm ready to, to take my independence and cure this disease.
I love that. So, Miss Kitty, I think you're talking about the book we just completed, The 5 Things a Millionaire Taught Me. Is that what you're talking about?
that is the book that I'm referring to.
So what's a take-home lesson for you from that book?
I think the take-home lesson is pay yourself both 10%, and any extra income, you need to use at least 90% of that extra income for your nest egg.
Yeah.
And I think that rung home for me because I have a second job.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, didn't know that part. I thought it was just, 10%.
Uh-huh.
So that's what stuck with me, in reading the book. It's my second time reading the book. I'll probably read the book again.
Good girl.
And I may get something else out of it,
Okay.
The third time around.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start a new book, and I'm hoping that I can enlighten my audience, and I'm glad that you're calling me to tell me that the book is working, because it's an old book. And I don't think because of the age of the book means that the theories are outdated. So I'm going to start a new book. Maybe you'll get that book and you and I can have a discussion again. But I firmly believe that if you're in different stages of life, 10% may not be enough for you. At this point, Mike, I only have one child remaining in college. So I'm in a position where I can do more than 10%. So it depends on where you are and what your risk tolerance is.
Okay, all right. I can see that. Okay, so Paula, I do have an additional question.
Okay.
I have a brother. He's 19 years old, traveling from the Caribbean island to the United States. So at 19, he has no bills, which means he has no debt, no credit cards, anything. He has a job working for $17 an hour right now. And I want to get him started the right way at this young age so that he can be a millionaire
Yes.
in his later
Yes.
age.
Okay. So what are you asking me, Kitty?
So I'm asking you, what is the best way going forward to get him started on that path?
So just like I said to you, it depends on your stage and your age and the level of debt you have. Your brother has none. So he is a blank slate. So this is what I encourage you to do, because we're talking percentages. And your brother, he lives with you?
Yes, he lives with me.
Okay, so let's create a grid, right? And if he's 19 years old with no responsibilities except what he has to be responsible to you, let's just do, 25. Let's do 20, 20, 20. And I say 20, 20, 20 because one, he can start investing in his retirement. He can have 20% to hang out and do what he wants to do. So that's personal money. Maybe invest, 20% or whatever is required of your household. So household expenses, 20%. And if he's planning on going to college, if he's planning on buying a home, if he's planning on buying a car, he now has 40%. And even if he wants to travel back to the Caribbean, right? So vacation. So I don't know what his goals are or where he sees himself in 5 years, but he now has another 40% that he can manage his future with. So that's what I would do with my brother. I would have a heart-to-heart and I'd set him up the right way. I talk Roth IRAs, I talk 401ks. I would talk to him about what the requirements are to live in a home, expenses, gas, food, lights, mortgage, whatever those expenses are. He needs to know that he's a contributor and that this is his responsibility, and then just ask him what his future goals are.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. I can do that.
And I have a great budget sheet on my website, www.robertstargetfinancials.com. Check out that budget sheet. Have him map out his responsibilities, even his savings accounts. Make them all a line item. So if he wants to buy a car, cost him $10,000, how much can he afford to put away per month until he reaches his goal of $10,000? If he wants to buy a house, put down 20%. How much can he put away over what period of time to have 20% for the house he wants to buy at 25, 26, 27 years old?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll definitely do that.
Well, thank you for following me, and I'm hoping I'm meeting your expectations. And if I can ever do anything else, please, I'm only a phone call away. It's Christmas time in the city. Yes, I know I can't sing. I pretend to sing. It's the Queen from Queens. But I'm telling you, this is our time. This is a time for us to celebrate not how much we can give to people. As we know, COVID has hit our nation and our world hard, but the vaccine is here. Yes. And I can't wait. I'm one of the first. I can't wait. I'm one of the first providers. I can't wait because I'm a healthcare provider. I'm on the priority list. I'm excited to know that this time next year, COVID, unemployment, hunger, disenfranchisement, racism, we're looking forward to the future. This is our time. This is our platform. Without you, I wouldn't have a show, and I'm excited about all that it's going to bring to us. Remember, faith over fear. I'm holding my first financial conference, How to Get Your Piece of the Money Pie. And I got some incredible people in front of the camera and behind the camera. I have a chief technology officer. I have a chief event planner. I have an intern. Her name is Autumn. She's brilliant. She's studying event planning in college. This is a perfect opportunity for her to get college credit. And I also have my best friend on here. She's going to MC in front of the camera as well as behind the camera. We're going to rock this show for you because this is our time. We're going to walk it out. We're going to plan it out. As Susie says, we can't think about what happened yesterday. Let's plan for today and make our goals come to fruition for tomorrow. I love you. Continue jamming with EAJ1023radio.com. It's the Queen from Queens.
The money really matters for you and I.
Roberts Targets Financial is not a certified professional service of finances, brokers, accountants, taxes, insurance, or legal. We research the advice that is given to provide the most accurate, up-to-date information. This information is designed to work in conjunction with your information. All information is suggestions. We recommend that you consult with a trusted licensed professional for your specific decisions. All information is for general purposes. We are not liable for any losses or gains. We accept no responsibility for any decisions made after participating on or from listening to the show or from Roberts Targets Financials. If you like this episode, hit the subscribe button.